You are listening to Win on KZKO. Check them out every Monday from 4 to 5 p.m. Mountain Time. Only on KZKO The Vibe.
Ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourself for the Win Show on KZKO. Take part with the cast by sending your suggestions for each segment throughout the week or during the show by hitting them up on Facebook at World Improv Network, Twitter at World Improv Net, or the Win KZKO blog. Now, enjoy the show. It's local. It's global. You are listening to Win World Local News.
Win World Local News with Potter Smits. Our top story today is brought to us by Win Twitter correspondent Tatum from Bangkok, Thailand. The worldwide Swedish furniture giant IKEA is trying to raise its product durability standards. To validate their upgrade in furniture quality, IKEA has been performing product demonstrations involving the beating of Albanians to death with a $7 table, without so much as breaking one of the table's legs. For more of this in-your-face story, let's go live to Win reporter Tom Martino in Centennial, Colorado, who is with IKEA marketing director Sven Eriksson. Tom?
Thank you, Potter. It's a somber mood here at the official IKEA testing site. Sven, there's a lot of positive results from your testing on the sturdiness of your tables, but at the cost of the lives of many Albanians. How do you respond to those that say sturdy tables just aren't worth that?
I say, what is it to you? As long as you get a good product, why should you be so concerned all of a sudden about where it comes from? Especially in America, where people seem to have a large diet consisting of fast food. There's a growing complaint or concern about animals and where they come from, and or I should say the meat products coming from animals. But so should it matter if we are using Albanians or?
Am I to understand that the reason the sturdiness of the tables is now such a great concern is that, frankly, due to the obesity problem here in America, it can't support your average American?
Well, indeed, there is a causal link. We have been forced to use Albanians because, for one thing, they are the fattest people on this earth.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas beforehand, we were using pandas, giant pandas.
And
people were not complaining then.
No.
So I would say people need to check their speciesism at the door.
And I think it is worth pointing out that you use all volunteer Albanians.
That's right, and as you can see behind me, they are running themselves into. There is no forced behavior here.
You seem to have a wall of tables set up, and
yes.
The Albanians are using human slingshots to increase their speed as they hurl themselves against these tables.
That's right, and they even design these slingshots themselves, and they are up to IKEA standards. And
are these Albanians provided health benefits while designing the slingshots?
Yeah, I cannot comment on that. I would refer you to our human resources liaison, Gunther.
Don't dodge the question, Sven.
Pardon?
These Albanians are working without health benefits, insurance, an HSA plan, while they're employed designing
Excuse me, sir.
these human slingshots?
These are some violent accusations you make right now.
Well,
I
it's
am
an
simply...
outrageous work environment, Sven.
Let me ask you this, sir. Do you own a piece of IKEA furniture?
My entire house is, it's actually an IKEA house.
And have you had a problem with any of your furniture?
No.
Is it broken on you?
No, it's actually withstood a tornado, passed directly over my house, and it is still intact.
And you have these Albanians and the laboratory scientist of IKEA to thank for that. So why don't you go into that room and tell these Albanians that what they are doing is not worth it? Go ahead, tell them.
Okay.
Yes, that's what I thought.
Okay, you may have a point, because you produce the best furniture on Earth. Well, Potter, I'm going to throw it back to you. I am conflicted, confused, but safe within my house.
Well, thank you, Tom. I don't know if that was a figurative or literal reference to throwing it back to me, but our next story is brought to us by Win contributor Leslie from Denver, Colorado. Walmart is attempting to evict a wealthy man who prefers to move around town and live in a tent in a Walmart parking lot instead of a nice mansion. To build on the story, let's go live to Walmart in Fort Collins and with Win reporter Taylor, who's interviewing the throwback 60s social rebel Matt Bregman. Taylor?
Hi there. Yes, I'm here with Mr. Bregman right now, and I'm standing in front of his tent, which is a typical A-frame, if you will. And
would you like some tea while we're doing the interview, sir?
Certainly, if that will be conducive. You seem quite comfortable, sir.
Yes. I really, this is a very roomy tent. I have 3 layers of sleeping bags, and, Walmart parking lots I have just found to be some of the most peaceful places on Earth.
Walmart parking lots are known for some security issues, though. Reports have come in about people being robbed or attacked in the parking lots, poor lighting, not enough people patrolling the parking lots.
Hey, get
Do
away
you
from
not
my
feel?
car over now. Trying to get my car out of this parking spot with your stupid tent in the way.
I'm sorry, Potter. There's an angry man who has some ice cream on his face.
Sir, I'm conducting an interview. I'll move as soon as I'm done.
You've been sleeping here for 15 days straight. This is my favorite parking spot. Get away from there.
Okay, well, it's sir, excuse me. I have...
We're conducting an interview, sir.
Yeah,
Hey,
Sir,
the hell
we're
are you?
conducting an interview.
Yeah, this is important, sir. I'm making a social statement.
Taylor, do you need some assistance down there? Maybe I can send the authorities to help you out.
I don't think that will be
Sir,
necessary.
Don't touch my tent, sir.
It looks like
where I live.
You
it
got
looks
that
like one
tent
of the
up?
security guards from Walmart is approaching.
Unhand me, sir. It is my noble right to sleep here.
Get that tent out of the handicapped parking spot, you bastard. That's where I go every way. I gotta park there every single day to get my groceries.
Excuse me, do you have permit to be recording here on this premises?
Oh, I'm sorry. No, we do not actually. Potter, it's havoc down here right now.
Hey, you bastard. Get that.
Hey, don't touch that equipment, sir. Sir, don't touch.
No,
You can't do anything to me. The people have a right to know.
Well, it looks like we've lost Taylor's connection there in Fort Collins, Colorado, but that's unfortunate. Let's just move on, and let's go straight away to the, World Sports Desk with Fired Up Frank. Frank, what is going on in rhythmic gymnastics over in Sweden?
Oh, my goodness, Potter. It is pandemonium here at the Ute Hall in downtown Stockholm. The Swedes are going nuts. Well, I mean, as nuts as Swedes will go. They are all standing up. They are not making noise, but they are standing, their mouths agape as the Russian national rhythmic gymnastics team is putting on a demonstration where they are leaping, they are spinning around, there are so many colors. I don't think the Swedes have ever witnessed so many colors in one place before. Oh my God! Oh my God! Back to you, Potter. It's incredible.
Well, thank you, Fired Up. Let's go over to the Global Weather Station and Daisy Rainmaker. How's it looking out there?
Hello. Yes. Today on planet Earth, there's a lot of different weather. In some spots, it's raining because there's a lot of clouds, and rain comes from clouds. It's a process of precipitation and condensation where the water goes to Earth and then it evaporates and goes back into the sky, and then it condenses into a liquid form, and then when there's enough of it in the clouds, it rains, and that's where rain comes from, and that's happening.
Well, thank you, Daisy. I appreciate that education on how rain works on our planet, and thank you all for tuning in to Win World Local News. I'm Potter Smits. Good day, and stay tuned for Community Court next on the World Improv Network.
Give the Wincast your suggestions via Facebook, Twitter, or the KZKO Win blog during the commercial break of a case that needs to be heard during Community Court. Next on KZKO.
You are listening to Win on KZKO. Check them out every Monday from 4 to 5 p.m. Mountain Time. Only on KZKO The Vibe.
And now, World Improv Network proudly presents Community Court.
When common decency between two parties cannot solve a dispute, Community Court is here to solve the problem.
All rise for the most honorable Judge Kenneth Vaccaro.
Oh, hello everybody. It's a sprint over here, believe it or not. I was finishing up an episode of Orange is the New Black, and wow, I did not realize that, that's what lesbians did.
Here, use my handkerchief, Your Honor. You're dripping all over the bench.
Oh, thank you, Cliff. I'm all hot and bothered now. And we have a plaintiff who is also hot and bothered. Mr. Thor, is it?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, all right.
God of Thunder.
And you have a complaint against Marvel Comics being represented here by none other, Mr. Stan Lee. Wow, it is an honor to have you in my courtroom. You are the granddaddy of superhero comics. It's such a pleasure to have you.
Oh, well, thank you for having me, Your Honor.
Are you gonna... Is your respirator working all right, sir? You seem to be having some issues.
Well, it's running at, half the PSI that I need it at, and only 1/20th of the PSI that Iron Man uses.
Sounds like you're having trouble with the weather pressure, the barometric pressure in your tank. Too bad.
That's your onboard computer, I guess?
No, it's me, Thor, the god of thunder and weather.
Oh gosh, I'm sorry. I was so enraptured looking at the air compressor. I guess I imagined it was talking to me.
Well, I had it modified recently to kind of make it, have some special powers as well, Your Honor.
Oh, really? What,
Well, it
like what?
has the ability to shoot fireworks 2 miles in the air. It also has the ability to lift me and fly me on top of the Empire State Building just whenever I want to.
Just that one building?
Just that building. It's been programmed to fly to those coordinates and GPS.
Your Honor, this is I would like to log as my first piece of evidence, the frivolous spending by Mr. Lee that's forcing him to enact crazy marketing stunts at which I am the victim.
Yes, that's right. You are concerned about the forcible sex change that that Thor is undergoing due to an executive decision by Mr. Lee here.
Yeah. Thor has been a man. I have been a man for 15 to 1700 years.
Yeah, well, that's why there's time for change. Thor obviously doesn't understand. It's 2014 now, and people like to see strong, sexy women. And
Thor loves strong women. Sif, the warrior, Freya. Thor loves strong women, tall women with big muscles. But Thor himself is man.
Yeah, but what Thor doesn't understand is that, being a man is kind of outdated, and those other women nobody knows about. They all know Thor. And if you look at his physique, look how amazing he looks. He would look beautiful as a fitness model, as a woman superhero as well.
Thor does not do Zumba.
You don't have to do Zumba, Thor. That's not in the contract or the agreement in your sex change. You just need to change into a woman, and instead of carrying a hammer, you're going to be carrying stripper heels.
What does this contract dictate exactly, Mr. Lee?
Well, what it dictates essentially is that for the next 1,500 years, Thor is going to be a female. And, oh gosh, there he goes.
Please, Mr. Thor, no lightning in the courtroom. Please, Mr. Lee, no fireworks in the courtroom.
Your Honor, this is an
Oh,
pure
jeez,
expression.
look at the ceiling. Oh, gosh, now the sprinklers are going on.
I can handle that, Your Honor.
Oh, gosh, and you got Junior all riled up.
Oh, what a cute little boy, Your Honor.
Shut up, Thor. I
At
don't
least
need
he'll
your
get to stay a boy for his whole life.
Well, we're not putting it in the agreement that Your Honor's child has to become a woman, and if so, maybe Your Honor would like to have him changed in 1,500 years. He's got time.
I'm sorry, Cliff, can you go to the water console?
Yeah,
at
I'll
the
get that
basement
shut off, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Condensation will ruin my compressor if it keeps raining in here with this.
It's not for you. You are part of the problem here. Your fireworks came out of your compressor machine.
Your Honor, here, before I go down, here's your yellow rain slicker judge's robe.
Thank you.
You look good in that robe, Your Honor.
Oh, don't suck up to me.
Hey, Your Honor, you know what? Actual fact, by staring into your eyes, I can make you a superhero as well. You want to be a superhero? Maybe you can fight alongside Mrs. Thor in the first issue.
Mr. Lee, if I for 1 second believed that you could endow me with superpowers...
What kind would you like?
Don't try that.
What kind would you like?
Don't try that.
This is how it starts, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Try it. Like,
No.
Okay, look me in the eyes.
You don't want to make a deal with this devil, Your Honor. I didn't know what I was getting into.
Oh, Mr. Thor, I highly doubt that Mr. Lee, an elderly man who is on a compressor machine having breathing...
Hey, stare at my eyes, Judge Vaccaro. Look at them closely.
Getting lost in it. Oh, man.
Oh,
You
no.
are now omnipotent. You can know everything.
Hey, Your Honor, there's a problem down with the water control panel. I believe the...
That's right.
What?
One of the circuits in the back panel on the 3rd floor, the wires. There's some the insulating tubing around the wires.
Oh.
It's been deteriorated. Go check on it.
Oh, yes, Your Honor.
Touch another wire, setting off an alarm.
How does it feel, Your Honor, to see those visions of knowledge? You knew that the wire was chewed through by a mouse, and therefore it is setting off the sprinklers.
Oh.
Yes, and I know now that also you, Mr. Lee, you have powers yourself.
I do.
Omnipotent and omniscient, it appears, but not omnibenevolent.
Hoist upon your own petard, Lee.
Thor, you're just one of my cronies in my series. Did you listen to me, and why are you even in here?
Mjolnir to my hand. Have at thee.
You missed me, Thor. You see, you're slowing down a little bit in your age. That's why another reason you should be a woman. You're not as athletic as we were before.
Just you wait.
Oh, here comes the hammerback. You missed me again, huh? See, my compressor warned me that time. It's got rear blinking hazard lights.
You're awful fast for an old man.
Come on, Mr. Thor, we can take him together.
All right, teaming up, Your Honor.
You can.
I call upon the power of the thunder and the lightning and my goat-driven chariot. I will run you over into the gates of Niflheim itself, Mr. Lee.
Oh, you cannot do this to me, Thor. That's against the agreement. I've had you for 1,500
His compressor, Thor! Aim for his compressor!
Oh,
What are you
they
doing?
call the lightning down upon thee.
My goodness.
Out of the pile of Stan Lee's ashes, a little lizard skirts out and runs under the door. Well, I think we make a pretty good team there, Judge Vaquero.
I agree, Mr. Thor. You know, I feel like this kind of reminds me of one of my favorite programs as a child. Maybe you've heard of it. It's called Truth and Justice.
Oh, yes.
They were a superhero detective couple of guys, and I don't know, I kind of feel like I'd be maybe a Kraut man, and you would be
I could be a Santos.
Yeah.
I like the way you think, Judge.
And Cliff, you'd be the chief.
Oh, thank you, Your Honor. That wire was exactly like you said. So,
let's go outside the courtroom live to Wilford Taylor to hear post-trial thoughts from, well, looks like only the defendant has died, so the plaintiff. Wilford?
Yes, hi there. I'm here with Mr. Thor now, and it appears that you've won another battle against not only a villain but your creator. Does that evoke any conflicting emotions?
Not really. I had grown to hate him over the past 1,000 years, and I was ready to see him go. More importantly than winning the battle was the newfound friendship that I have with the judge. I think we're going to be fast friends and long life mates.
And are you at all concerned, because I did not know this, but Stan Lee, as you imply, has been around for 1,000+ years. And his lizard form escaped today. What are you at all concerned about a vengeful return?
I will remain ever vigilant for the return of Stan Lee. He's only in hibernation, I am sure, formulating evil schemes to cause sex changes 1,500 years down the road for some other poor god.
Well, I'm sure community court will still be here to make a hearing of it and see that justice is served.
The verdict has been made, and the court of law has spoken. Tune in next week for another fascinating episode of Community Court.
Give the Wincast your suggestions via Facebook, Twitter, or the KZKO Win blog during the commercial break of a crime that needs to be solved during Truth and Justice. Next on KZKO.
You are listening to Win on KZKO. Check them out every Monday from 4 to 5 p.m. Mountain Time. Only on KZKO The Vibe.
In the criminal justice system, crimes perpetrated by those with superpowers must be handled differently. The detectives of the Extraordinary Persons Division are responsible for seeking the truth and handing down the justice. These are their stories.
Santos, Kraut man.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's on?
Yeah, look, I'm just having a rough day.
Yeah, you look horrible. You got some bags around your eyes.
Yeah. I stayed up late last night. I was looking forward to seeing the lottery numbers. I lost again.
That's not possible. You should win by now, Captain. You've been playing for 15 years straight.
Yeah, well, I haven't yet, Kraut man. Thank you for bringing up how statistically unlikely it is that I would continue to lose.
Yeah, you shouldn't play. It's a waste of money.
Hey, you never know. I play because I believe in hope. Santos.
Hey, Santos.
It seems like there are other things to place your hope in.
Hey,
what?
Maybe for Captain's birthday coming up in 2 weeks, we can do something nice, and maybe you can keep pulling something out of the boip. Maybe some numbers that could get him to win.
I can't control that.
Hey. None of this birthday talk, all right?
Captain.
Kraut man, you of all people should know how I feel about my birthday.
I know.
All right.
How does Chief feel about his birthdays, Kraut man?
Well, he's never really liked his birthday anymore ever since he was 14.
Why not?
Well, he had a bad experience at the age of 14. Well,
You
Chief,
seem very familiar with this.
Yes, I do. He told me this when I first came on the force.
Hey,
what's
Kraut
up,
man
Chief?
and I go way back. You know, he's been in the department. Well, yeah. Oh, Mr. 25-year anniversary here coming up in 2 months, actually.
Hey, 25 anniversary.
Well, we don't need to talk about that. Thank you. I'd like to have a pin, though. That'd be great. 25-year pin right on my chest.
Yeah. But
Doesn't
look,
everybody get one of those?
Yeah, you'll get one too if you stick around that long.
Probably not.
Well, Santos, you have it in you. You have the ability to stick around that long. Matter of fact, I see it even longer.
I don't have the desire, though.
But let me tell you something, Santos. What happened with Captain at 14 and why he doesn't like to celebrate birthdays is because when he was 14, he was trapped.
Hey, crowd man, huh? I told you that in confidence, all right?
Trapped with what?
Yeah, but he's my partner. He needs to know everything.
Santos,
Yeah,
look,
Chief.
you knew. You're not entitled to knowing this yet, all right? Maybe someday. But look, crowd man,
Okay.
you better keep your mouth shut.
I promise.
All right, about my personal life that we have discussed in personal, private time.
Okay, I promise I'll try to.
Yeah. Look, you're my two best detectives.
Oh, thanks, Chief.
Hey, you're welcome. I mean, Santos, you're learning, but you're improving very quickly.
Hey, I hope I'm always learning. If you stop learning, you're dead.
That's a good point.
That's a very mature point of view.
Oh, you agree? That's cool.
Can you believe what happened last week? Can you believe that Stanley turned into a lizard? He died after almost 2,000 years or 1,000 years.
I always knew that.
Whose office are we in here?
I always knew that.
Right?
That's a good point.
Yeah,
Sorry, Captain.
Yeah, I'm running this meeting here, Krautman.
I'm sorry.
Well, it's just that sometimes you call us in here and you just want to talk.
Well, now isn't one of those times, all right?
Okay.
Do I look like I just finished crying?
No, you look
No.
you look horrible. You
Yeah.
have bags
Yeah.
under your eyes. You were
Yeah.
up late last night.
And your breath kind of stinks. You didn't brush,
Yeah, I didn't have
did you?
time to brush my teeth this morning.
Jeez.
Well,
And I'm out of Sensodyne anyway.
Well-
But look, here.
chewing gum isn't a replacement.
Doesn't work, halitosis. Had a caller once.
Yeah. Look, I know.
Do you
I'm
floss?
out like twice a week. I remember. If I eat popcorn,
Well, that's
I try to
okay.
eat a lot of popcorn so I can remember to floss. That's really my trick.
Popcorn's not good for you.
Yes, because the microwave chemicals.
Wow.
And the butter they put on there.
Right.
When did this meeting become a referendum on how poorly I live my life?
Which cholesterol's
Stop
bad?
wasting your money.
Is it
Popcorn's bad for you.
Captain, when did you
Jeez.
get your cholesterol checked last?
Is it HDL or LDL?
I think
Which
it's-
one's the bad one?
Ooh. I think
LDLs.
it's LDL.
Is it LDL?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, look, and
Low
at the yearly
it's low
physical.
density lipids and high density.
Yes.
You don't want the low density.
No.
Well,
No.
you want some, right?
You want a little bit.
Well, a little bit of cholesterol is good for you. But you got to keep it under control.
It's like me. You don't want sauerkraut spewing through your whole veins at all times, only when I call on the power.
Yeah.
You are a miracle.
I am.
Yeah, Kramer, you're a miracle.
Well, thank you.
There's no explanation for you. Where did you come from?
Hey,
you
whoa,
get-
whoa.
Well, I cannot tell you that, Santos, either. Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
Captain, I promise I won't tell him yet.
Oh,
Santos.
I have an idea.
There's
I
some-
have an idea.
There's a rumor mill running around the office. I know. but
You
it's not-
came from the boy, didn't you?
Hey. That is not something to be talked about in mixed company.
Santos,
Okay,
that's classified
okay.
information. I cannot confirm that.
Yeah. But you can't
can
deny
you-
it either,
I cannot
technically.
either. Technically, I cannot know under
Yeah.
policy.
So, how about we just leave the origin of Krautman? Hey,
I'm
so-
interested, and I bet other people are too.
I think curiosity's about to kill this cat here.
Captain, I think we
Krautman.
need to.
What
put
cat?
Hey, Captain.
Hey.
Put a gag order on Santos for this. We cannot talk about this. Maybe some other time, 5 years from now, when you're still my partner, I can
I
tell
might
you.
not be
Yeah.
here in 5 years.
I think you will.
Hey.
I'm in a punk band, and we're doing really good. We're getting gigs.
Yeah. My daughter went to one of your gigs. All right. I did not hear good
Oh,
things.
Well,
she
Captain,
saw Cheesecake Bones?
Yeah.
yeah, it was a little bit, Santos is a little bit rough, but, just like on the force, he's new. He gets it. He'll get it.
You know what the story
Yeah.
is behind the band name?
What?
Cheesecake Bones?
What's the
No.
story, Santos?
Okay, check this out. So our bass player, right, Mark, for a while he was working at Cheesecake Factory, and one time he was waiting for his boss, and he had he had his lunch in a Cheesecake Factory bag, and somebody else, I guess they replaced his Cheesecake Factory bag with another Cheesecake Factory bag, but it had some bones in it.
What kind of bones? Chicken bones?
Yeah, chicken bones.
Wow. That's a brilliant name,
But there were
Santos.
also like some
That is
feathers
a ridiculously inane story, Santos.
and some gems in there. No, there were some gems in there too. It was like a witch doctor kit, but it was in a Cheesecake Factory bag.
Yeah, but Santos,
So
what did you have in your
cheesecake
bag?
bones.
What did that Mark? What did he have in his bag? Was it like a white chocolate raspberry cheesecake slice or something?
No,
can't
it was
believe
his
it.
lunch. It was like a hamburger and fries.
This is who the boy chooses to be its next guardian. God, what is the world coming to?
Hey, Captain.
Oh, it's ridiculous. What?
You said,
What, Krautman?
You said the word next. That's implying something that the boy had a guardian before. Santos should not know that.
Hey,
Yeah, what's going on? Well, I mean, hey, I'm not going to be here for... Like I said, Cheesecake Bones is doing good.
Look, Santos, you say what you want. I know a detective when I see one. And you've got the gumshoe inside of you.
All right, but...
I mean, you may not know it yet. And I'm not going to push you anywhere.
That's fine.
But I'm just saying.
And I'm just saying we got a gig at the knitting factory this weekend.
Yeah,
That's
you're
all
a
I'm
lifer.
saying.
If I ever saw a lifer, it's you, Santos.
Yeah, Santos, I mean, the knitting factory, that's great.
Yeah, it's a good place, man.
150 people or something capacity, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Great.
Big gig.
Yeah, that's really going to take you away from a secure job with the Extraordinary Persons Division.
Well, it's a lot more
Please.
fun, I'll tell you that.
Hey, you don't like working with me, Santos? We
I don't get to play synthesizer.
That's okay. You can pull one maybe out of the boy.
That's one of the cool things about Cheesecake Bones is we're a punk band with a synthesizer. There aren't a lot of groups like that.
No, that's true. Very good point.
Gee, there's probably a reason. Not that I know anything about punk bands or synthesizers.
Yeah, so you shouldn't talk about it.
Hey.
Sorry.
Respect your captain, all right?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Captain.
Yeah, Santos. The captain takes that serious.
Yeah.
Well, I take my music seriously.
I take a lot of things seriously.
All right.
Especially my job.
That's true, but not your sleep last night, Captain. You still didn't tell us why you were up so late.
Yeah.
It must have to do with the crime that we're supposed to be solving here today.
Who said it was about lotto numbers?
Oh, that's right. It was
No.
Ballon.
Here, open up the folders
Okay.
here.
What do we have? A dossier.
Yeah. Look, there's, gangs of black cats are roaming the city. They're organizing.
What?
And they're just spreading bad luck everywhere. They're intentionally crossing people's paths.
Are you kidding me?
Do I ever kid, Krautman?
That's true. In all the years I've known you've never kid.
No.
You don't have any kids either.
Or baby goats.
Yeah, I don't have any baby goats, but I do have my daughter.
Those are kids, right?
You know.
Baby goat.
Yes.
That's a kid.
Yes. Wow.
But if
Oh, my goodness.
it's a billy goat, though, then, Captain, is that a male goat and therefore not a daughter, or what?
No, I think it's a Billy kid. Yeah.
Billy the kid.
Well,
And
probably the first one.
Yeah, he was a legend.
Can you imagine that? Like goats, like having baby, old Western
Gunfighters?
gunslingers, yeah.
Oh.
As babies.
God, that'd be terrifying.
That'd be funny, man.
You know,
It'd be great, because in those long
Santos.
years they can hang bullets off.
yeah. Yeah. Now, I don't know, Krautman. I think this was even before your time. A couple years beforehand. But we actually had a bunch of Wild West gunfighters were being born out of pandas at the time. They were just coming out whole cloth.
No way.
Hey, yeah, hand to God. It was my nemesis, Iron Sidearm.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Sidearm, he's
Yeah.
famous in the lore.
Yeah, I mean he's passed on now. Thank God.
Well, you helped that out, I think, Captain.
I sent him on his way. Yeah, but look, hey, we got this black cat problem,
Yeah.
Okay.
and
What do you want us to do, Captain?
I need you to go round up cats, or you're the detectives.
Okay.
I just give you the problems. I don't solve them for you anymore.
Good point.
Benefits of being captain.
That's true.
Yeah.
Santos,
Yeah.
you ready for this? Hey,
Hey, kitty, kitty.
cute little
Hey,
kitty.
kitty.
Hey, no hissing.
You want some tuna? Yeah, you want some
You
tuna?
like tuna. I can give you some sauerkraut too. Cats like sauerkraut. Yes.
Do they?
Yes. Oh,
Oh, no, I don't think he likes it. Come on.
that is bad. That cat is racial. He doesn't like Germans.
What is...
He was-
No, he doesn't like sauerkraut. Isn't good.
With that sound, hundreds of cats emerge from the nearby alleys and all run directly in front of our two detectives.
Santos, look at them go. They're like the running of bulls in Spain. Wow, but they didn't trample us.
Well, if we got all these cats here, that's like part one, right? We've gathered them up, so now we gotta bag them and
Hey,
drown them.
drown them. Okay. We'll pull something out of the boip, and maybe it can be something to be useful against these cats.
Let's just put them in the boip. I mean, it's a bag.
Good point. Good point.
Come on,
Santos.
kitties. Come on.
Kitty.
Get in the boip. Come on.
There's some
Here we
tuna and
go.
sauerkraut in here, kitty. Kitty, 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 kitty.
The cats form a line and proceed into the BOIP at the beckoning of our two detectives.
Yes,
As
come
the
on,
cats
kitty,
enter,
kitty.
the BOIP increases in size.
Oh, yes, come in
And you can
this.
see the writhing of the cat mass inside
It's
of
great.
the now BOIP that's the size of a Ford F-250.
Oh, man, we got a lot of cats in here.
Hey, Santos, the only thing I'm worried about is fur balls. And I'm allergic to cat tender, so if a big fur ball comes out of me...
Oh, now you telling me you're
I did not know
allergic.
it's going to be like this. I didn't know they'd all be coming in the pipe.
Well, gosh, I hope I can pull out an EpiPen.
Oh, that could be great.
Yeah, that would be great, but you know what? The BOIP just gives me what it wants.
Try it, pull something. What did you get?
Oh, this is just a regular pen. Oh, this is penicillin.
Oh, get in close.
This is a pencil.
Damn it, I need an EpiPen.
Here's a statue of a pensive person. You know, the thinking man.
That might work. Might just work perfect. Because then I can just think about not being allergic. And therefore, I will not get sick and my throat will not swollen up.
Yeah, mind over matter, for sure.
Clearly. Okay, so now we have the cats in here in the bag. And
Oh no, they're getting out. Oh no, oh no.
Hey,
oh.
Krautman! Pick up your radio!
yes, Captain.
Yeah, thank you. Jeez, how many times do I have to beep before you pay attention?
Well, I was worried about getting...
Yeah, look, no, there's no time for that. I'm getting reports from the crime lab of very strange readings from the BOIP monitor.
Yes?
What are you two doing? Santos, what's going on over there?
I put all the cats in the bag, sir.
You put things in the bag?
Yeah.
Oh!
Yes, Captain, the bag is about the size of a Ford F-250 now.
Krautman, how could you let this happen?
We got like 100 cats.
Yes, maybe even more. I counted 136, Santos.
That's ridiculous. Look, the BOIP is getting unstable. If you don't take care of it soon, it's going to explode. And we don't know what that'll do.
Well, maybe it shoots out fireworks or something. We never tried that before.
Look, just take care of it, all right?
Okay.
We don't have much time.
Hey.
These readings are off the charts.
I'm sorry about that, Captain. Hey, Santos, start pulling things out of the BOIP to take the pressure off.
Oh, hey, look, one of the cats. Oh, there's a sword and another cat, and here are some hieroglyphics. Oh, and here's one of those, mounted electronic bass that is one of those singing bass. Oh, and here's, do you remember these things? Like, it was a rod, and then you put up a little toy figure, it was like a woodpecker, right? And then when you fling it back, it would and then it slowly work its way down the pole.
Oh, I love those things.
Krautman, these readings are getting increasingly unstable. What you're doing is not helping at all.
Well, we're putting bags and woodpeckers and things out the BOIP, but it's not helping, Captain.
Well, you need to figure something out. Jeez,
Captain.
you used to use the BOIP for crying out loud.
No way! Come on, this was your thing?
Santos, you did not hear that.
I did it too, I just heard
Captain
it.
misspoke. He didn't know. He didn't know what he was saying. He's tired.
Don't lie to me now, Krautman.
Santos,
We're partners.
you're right.
Oh my gosh, look at this thing.
Put some milk in the bag.
It's getting radioactive. I'm going in. I'm gonna try and defuse it from the inside.
Captain, Santos jumped into the BOIP. He's been in there now for 36 minutes, and I haven't heard from him, and there's no more cats crying either.
Our readings have gotten stable.
Stable.
Whatever he's doing in there, it's working. But,
Captain.
hey, Krautman,
Yes?
I need you to do what you swore you would never do again.
No.
Yeah, I need you to pull Santos out of the BOIP.
Okay. Should I go in as a bratwurst or just put my hand in there?
Hey, I don't know what's going on. Your guess is as good as mine.
Okay, I think I will try my powers as a bratwurst, because maybe then the cats won't notice I'm there. Okay, here I go, Captain.
Godspeed, Krautman.
Santos, come grab me and pull me out the BOIP. You cannot be in here.
There is no Santos.
What?
There is no Santos. There is only Xanther.
Santos, who are you?
I am the master of the BOIP from eons ago.
We see an ethereal version of Santos standing in pure blackness with a bratwurst floating in front of him.
Santa, you must give me my partner back, Santos, please.
Must
please.
I?
Yes.
Must I?
You can have the cats and all the milks and the protractors and the boy, but it doesn't matter. Please, let me have my partner back. Santo.
I cannot do that.
Santo, I used to control you. You must please give me my partner back. Please.
It is only now.
No. Yep. Oh.
Santos! Krautman! Can anyone respond? Oh, no. We've lost contact with all of them. Oh. This is the darkest day in the history of the Extraordinary Persons Department. Oh, no. Well, to be continued next week on Truth and Justice.
You've been listening to Truth and Justice, a Richard Lupine production. After the break, stay tuned for Talking Points with Shabazz Davis.
You are listening to Win on KZKO. Check them out every Monday from 4 to 5 p.m. Mountain Time. Only on KZKO The Vibe.
Covering all conversation, from dating to getting revenge on your exes. This is Talking Points with Shabazz Davis on World Improv Network.
Good evening, and welcome to Talking Points with Shabazz Davis. My name is Jerome Carmichael, filling in for Shabazz today, who's off waiting in line for Miley Cyrus tickets. Good luck getting those front row seats, Shabazz. Now, there's a man who's been making a lot of waves in the international scene lately. Man who looks good shirtless. A man who has no fear about making waves and really just causing trouble. And that's Vladimir Putin. Welcome to the show, Vladimir.
I need no welcome.
Well,
everywhere I go is my dominion.
See, and that's the exact attitude we're talking about, that you're bringing to the international political scene, a very forceful and entitled point of view. Now, Vladimir, the talk all over town.
I am Tsar Putin.
Oh,
you will address me as such.
Yes, Tsar? Putin?
Yes.
Wonderful. Now, we thank you very much for taking time out to join us here on Talking Points.
It was my choice.
Yes, it absolutely. You contacted us and demanded.
You should be grateful.
We are. I think you are the highest profile guest we've ever had on Talking Points, so thank you.
Of course I am.
Now, there's a lot of talk about your recently revealed desire to be the supervillain. Like number one, you're embracing the villain role. And that doesn't sit well with everyone.
No, but it is a necessary role. And I'm only the villain, and, certain points of view is subjective. What I'm trying to do is bring about a new world order in which people are free, as I dictate.
Free as you dictate. What are, could you elaborate on some freedoms that you would dictate as being acceptable?
Yes, people would be able to farm wherever they wish.
A very agrarian.
People will have clean drinking water.
Okay, yes, those are two very important basic needs. That's it?
Amongst other things.
Okay. Now, you haven't had a real outward method for pursuing this dream until very recently. What has changed that made you want to pursue this supervillainry so much more actively in recent days?
I now have black belts in jiu-jitsu, taekwondo, and Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
Well, that's very impressive.
I can take on any mixed martial arts fighter.
Well, unfortunately, we don't have a mixed martial arts fighter here with us. We have another world leader also vying to be the world's #1 supervillain. Kim Jong-un, welcome to the show.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us here on Talking Points. Now, Mr. Un, what I think we would all like to know is, do you have any black belts? And if so, what martial arts are they in?
I have a 15 black belt in 15 different disciplines, and my favorite discipline is panda wrestling.
Oh, panda wrestling. Mr. Putin, or excuse me, Tsar Putin.
Yes, don't forget it.
There are plenty of videos of you wrestling Siberian Kodiaks and grizzlies, but none of you ever taking on a panda.
That is correct. He never had attacked a panda, and though he had better missile than me to shoot at South Korea, he cannot have the ability with his limited martial art training to wrestle the strong but somewhat docile panda bear.
Somewhat docile, but still the most wrestling adept of all the bear species.
That is correct.
So, Mr. Putin, I'm just going to put
Tsar.
Tsar Putin. Well, my most sincere apologies. That's not a mistake Shabazz would make.
Don't mind the machete next to your neck.
I will do my best to ignore that, Tsar Putin. Now, I think I'm just going to come right out and say it. If you had to make a prediction on round and method of victory in a sanctioned fight between you and Mr. Un, what would it be?
I do not understand question.
I would give you answer,
Yes.
Mr. Carmichael.
Thank you,
I
Mr.
think,
Un.
and since I have so much more formal training, and I like to drink a lot of cognac like my father, that there is no way Mr. Putin can beat me in a fight. And also, because I so rory, I have a lot of time to build up aggression.
Yeah, so you're like a coiled spring of rage just waiting to erupt.
I am a Korean cobra.
Oh, that's a great nickname. Now, Tsar Putin, what I was getting at, and forgive me, my English is not the clearest.
Not as good as mine.
No, absolutely not.
I am best English speaker.
You are best English speaker, Tsar Putin. The heart of the matter I wanted to get to. If we hear
Sally
it
sells
talking,
seashells by the seashore.
oh, that's wonderful. If we here at Talking Points were to set up a one-on-one death match between yourself and Mr. Un in the fighting discipline agreed upon by both of you, what round do you believe you would win in?
I would win in the tongue twisters.
Battle of tongue twisters.
That is unfair. I would like to propose a thumb war with Mr. Putin, because I'm also triple black belt in thumb war.
Well, now, don't change the subject, Mr. Un.
Unique New York.
Tsar
Unique
Putin.
New York.
Tsar Putin has thrown down the tongue twister gauntlet. Now, how do you respond? For instance, red leather, yellow leather.
I would.
Can you lay down that tongue twister, Mr. Un? Or is this battle over already?
I will go 2 steps farther than he could ever think in the advancement of that thought, and that would be green bamboo shoot.
Oh, Tsar Putin?
That is not a tongue twister.
Oh, so you are refusing to say green bamboo shoot.
It is beneath me.
Try it.
Oh.
Try it, Mr. Putin. You cannot say it. I know you cannot with your stupid Russian language.
See, where is this? Where is this go get 'em attitude, Mr. Putin? Are you retreating?
He is. He's also scared of the abilities to mix up R's and L's in language.
Green bamboo shoot. Green bamboo shoot.
Well,
it is easy. It is easy.
Well, clearly we are not going to solve this death match today.
Mighty mitochondria might find you.
Oh, I'm not even gonna
Mighty
attempt that one.
mitochondria might find you.
Mr. Un, do you have a response? before we go?
Harry had the happy and the happy with the happy A.
Okay. It's clear these two are not fighting upon the same field of battle, but hopefully they can square this away in the mountains of Siberia.
Unique New York.
Death match. Thank you both, and thank you all for listening to Talking Points.
Unique New York.
Good night.
Give the Wincast your suggestions via Facebook, Twitter, or the KZKO Win blog during the commercial break of what issues the Win counselors can help you with during Good, Bad, Ugly. Next on KZKO.
You are listening to Win on KZKO. Check them out every Monday from 4 to 5 p.m. Mountain Time. Only on KZKO The Vibe.
Listen up, partners. This is Good, Bad, Ugly on World Improv Network.
Well, hello, everyone. I am Alex.
I'm Asa.
I'm Jim.
And we are your astute Win counselors for the week to get you through any problems you might have or any daily grind issues you want to address. So let's go right to it. Our first question is from Mary from Glasgow, Scotland. She writes, Dear Win, are men in the United States as mean and stupid as men in Scotland? Asa?
Are men in the United States as mean and stupid?
As the men in Scotland, she claims, yeah.
I don't know. I've never been to Scotland, but I'll say no.
Okay.
Because I think in the United States, men grow up with Mr. Rogers.
Oh, that clearly makes him happy.
Well, he's a model. He's a model man.
That's true.
And as far as I know, they didn't show that in Scotland. So without Mr. Rogers as a model of etiquette and charm,
morality,
gentlemanship, neighborliness,
yeah, then they don't stand a chance at being intelligent and kind people.
What about you, Jimbo? What do you think about that?
Oh, I think men in the United States are absolutely much meaner than the men in Scotland.
Oh, really?
Far and away. Yeah, because men in Scotland, especially in their relationships to women and the female gender, they're much closer to understanding the plight of the woman in modern society because they're raised wearing kilts, and they understand what it's like to not have pants with a crotch in them.
But hey, you know, that's exactly where I was going to go with this, because I think the reason why men in Scotland are much nicer, Mary, is because you're right. They don't have the restriction on their genitalia, you know, walking around with kilts over there in Scotland, and also letting that cool air kind of, waif around any issues.
Yeah,
so
I'd love
American
to start
guys
wearing
are
a kilt in August.
Yeah, and especially nowadays with all the guys over here wearing the skinny jeans. I mean, how the heck can you even move, breathe, or even have a good day under that kind of scenario? Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, anyway, Mary, I don't know. That's kind of our take on it. Let's go to Jason from Detroit. Jason writes, Dear Win, if I want to continue to squat in an abandoned house here in Detroit, what should I do to keep a developer or a private owner from bulldozing the abandoned house I'm squatting in? Jim?
Ooh, well, I think the most straightforward thing is to chain yourself to the house very visibly out front. So if they were ever going to, knock it down or something, they can't. You know, similar to those environmentalists who live in a tree.
Or what about like the Tiananmen Square thing where they stood in front of a tank?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Ace?
I think it's times like this where you can't seek out the law to be on your side. So you gotta reach back to that part of man that precedes man and man's law. So you gotta go primal.
Okay.
And you gotta squat in another sense. You gotta mark your territory like a lion would.
Okay.
And even though people this activates a part of the brain, the snake part of the brain, they say. It unconsciously will deter any bulldozer operators. They'll pick up that scent and they'll know that this isn't a place for me to be acting on.
Oh, so what you're saying is they wouldn't even come close. It's almost like some kind of ant, pheromone going out there. Don't come here, otherwise you're going to get killed.
Well, yeah, Alex. I mean, it's well known that bulldozer operators are olfactorily generally stronger than the rest of the population.
Yeah, that's true.
That's why they have that job.
Well, okay. Well, then I'll finish with something there, Jason. I would honestly just set up a machine gun battery, a minefield, and all that kind of stuff around your house, and have a bunch of gerbils send off the warning alarms when they come close. And if they come too close to that machine gun battery or the minefield, then they're just going to die and get blown up, especially the bulldozer driver. And that's an expensive piece of equipment, so they wouldn't make that mistake twice. At that point in time, I think that house is pretty much sealed as yours. So, well, that's all the time we have this week for Good, Bad, and Ugly. Let's stay tuned really quick for a nice little horoscope.
Status. Let us do your astrological chart. Horoscope Corner on World Improv Network.
All you Capricorns out there, just think about the fact that maybe corn isn't in your diet. Maybe it is. If so, put a cap on your satiated self. Capricorn. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to Win on KZKO. Don't forget to interact with the cast by sending your suggestions for each segment throughout the week by hitting them up on Facebook at World Improv Network, Twitter at World Improv Net, or the Win KZKO blog. See you